The Fully Geek.
Yes. Welcome everybody to episode 157. That's right. It's 157 of the Fully Geek Pod. There's a man missing today. He may be here. He may not be. He probably won't be, to be fair. But what is going on, boys?
Yeah, all good, man. All good.
All good, brother. All good. Unacceptable behavior by KL. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, he tried to use his brethren as an excuse, so I'll get to him. Man ain't been here a little while. He comes from America, all that kind of stuff. But we've got to move. So, how's the weekend?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Birthday celebrations for the little one.
Happy birthday,
nice.
Little man.
Happy birthday.
How was it? Was there cake?
Yeah, there's cake, man. Devoured in seconds.
Okay.
Up and down.
Did you save us cake?
I tried to, man. I tried to. Yeah,
That's fair enough. The intention was there. That's
yeah,
good.
exactly.
That's good.
That's what
That's good. That's good. What about yourself then?
You don't know Merv. Merv don't just save anyone cake for nothing, you know.
No, I know.
Well,
but he said he saved me cake. You know what I mean, whether he did or not, it's irrelevant.
Got some
Thought was
cupcakes actually. Got some cupcakes in it. So.
Don't say that because I'll drive around.
Make some now, Sam. Make some now.
Okay. And Merv, your birthday's coming up soon, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
18
2
days.
weeks.
18 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the big one.
Huh?
It's the big one.
Yeah.
Any plans?
Yeah. I was deciding. I feel depressed, man. It's depressing, isn't it?
No, we got
24th, baby. 24th, baby.
Bro, we got to start embracing it, you know. We got to start embracing it.
Yeah, bro.
Look, do you know what? It's difficult. Do you know what? I know what Merv went through. I know what he's going through, and how
You probably give me training, bro. You had a good 5 years to prepare me for this. Yeah.
Wait, what did man say? No, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's one of those birthdays. It's a time for reflection, and that's what happens. And you fall into that cesspit.
It's just automatic as well. Like before now, it's just all like, yeah, I'm happy. I'm living like a 21-year-old, isn't it? And it's like,
thank you.
I'm going to be 40. Yeah.
I feel like you got to embrace it, though. I feel that, but that's what it is for me. I feel like, you know what it was? Like, I'm now accepting that this is going to be the year of turn-ups. Like, because, you know what? Because everyone that you went to school with, all are turning that age this year. Mm-hmm. So I'm expecting to be outside, like, most weekends now.
Bro, I feel like my workplace needs to extend my annual leave, bro. I could days then. Because that's what it's about.
Yeah, no,
I think it's time to party and rest.
Yeah, no, definitely. You got to embrace it, though, because I ain't gonna lie, I had a midlife crisis at 25. I went into a little bit of depression then because I just felt like, is life going where I'm supposed to be going? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Like I lay down on my bed for about 3 days. Like I had a headache and I didn't have a headache. But this year I'm not doing it in my 40th. I've got to just embrace it.
But you know what? What I would say is a case of see where you are now, how you feel. It's about the way you come out of it and what you do going forward on the back of it.
Yeah, but I come on, guys, look. Partners, kids, jobs, like I feel like there's more that's we're going with than we should be upset about. That's what I'm saying. Embrace it, bro. Yeah, we're on episode 157, boy. By the time it's your birthday, we're on episode 159.
Damn.
Episode 160 will be your birthday special. Yeah,
I like that. I like.
All about Merv. That's what episode 160. All right. All right, Rich, quickly, how was your weekend?
All good, bro. I can't remember what I did, but just know it went quick.
Okay, amazing.
What about yours, Nate? What about yours?
Thank you. It was good this weekend, you know. I was outside. Saturday, I went to a wedding. Shout out Howard and Tanika. It's a beautiful wedding. Lovely grounds. It's down in Essex and that. Beautiful, beautiful wedding. Like they went all that, bruv. Like even the, what do you call it? What do you call them things where, like, you know, just after the ceremony, they come around with the little finger foods. Like sometimes you might get the vol au vents and all them.
Is it hors d'oeuvres?
Hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Bruv, ackee and saltfish in dumplings and callaloo and dumpling. Oh, hey.
Boom.
That's some good eating.
Good times, bro. Good times. Nah, beautiful wedding. It's really good. Did that Saturday. It's a weird one. I did miss my bridge and Natty's wedding as well. Shout out Natty and Stacey.
Oh, Natty, the artist
Yeah,
Natty.
yeah.
I was saying big up.
But it was on the
Okay.
same day, so I was a bit like the miss and the family went to that one. My mum went to a wedding. Like, it was like wedding season on Saturday. It was like about 6-7 weddings I knew about. Then Sunday, I went to the Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock show.
Go on, tell us, talk to us.
Unbelievable. Now, you know what it is? Like, they take away your phone, so I can't remember any jokes and you can't record and all this stuff. But
What? They really take away your phone?
yeah, you got to put your phone in this like little kind of like this bag thing, and they lock it, so you can't do anything with it. Yeah. You got literally, but they took my smart. There was like your phone, your smartwatch, your Bluetooth headphones. I was like, what? Everything had to go in there.
That must have been a queue and a half to get it back.
Nah, then it was quite quick actually. Like this girl, she just unlocks it, and then you take the thing. I was like, what do I keep the bag? And I saw so you just put the bag in afterwards.
Okay.
But their support acts, like, were out of this world. I feel like each of them, they're like in their own right, their own artists, kind of their own comedians. Like they had, I don't know if you ever watched the comedy roast.
No.
Like so they did, like they roast Snoop Dogg, or they do a comedy roast of Dave Chappelle. I don't know if you've watched them Comedy Central. Okay, if you never watch it, but the guy who is on all the roasts, like he hosted it. Can't remember his name, so I don't want to like say his name wrong. There's another East Asian girl, Miss Wan Wong. Oh, I can't remember her name. She's got like a couple of Netflix specials.
Okay.
Yeah, she was on there. They had a comedian called Earthquake. That there was some big headliners. Then Chris Rock, he did his thing, and obviously Dave Chappelle probably smashed it.
Was it just all about more about Chappelle really?
No, Chris Rock was still good. Like it's the second time I've seen Chris Rock live. He was good, but you know what? I'm going to give him his dues, bro. He didn't use this to just slay Will, bro. You know, like everyone thought it was going to be, bro. He didn't. Like he mentioned it, like probably the one joke, like 1 or 2 jokes he mentioned about it. He's like, how people was like, how can you just stand there and get Will Smith boxing your face and kind of thing. He was going, bro. Will Smith played Ali. Yeah, he played Ali. Imagine that's Muhammad Ali. Yeah, I played Pookie in New Jack City. Yeah, bruv, I was dying because it's true. You can't. Like, Muhammad Ali punched up a crackhead, bruv. Like, who's a crackhead? Get me? What's he gonna do? But he held it. He did. That it was amazing. He did good. But Dave Chappelle is the GOAT, bruv. It's effortless. Well worth the money. You man, next time like we put the bat signal out, you man have to reach, bruv. It's like you'll have such a good time, bruv. It's good.
No, I'll definitely reach. I'll reach the next one anyway, 100%.
Obviously, Kel would have been there, and Kel would have been like, "Yeah, this happened, that happened," but he didn't come to the pod, so you lose, you snooze. I mean, what's going to happen if he comes in later? He's not allowed to talk about it.
No.
But last week we gave him a couple seconds to talk about something. We're not doing that this time. All right, cool. Well, let's get on the wiki roundup. So it's official, guys. Boris has left the building. Okay, 2 months after saying he's going to retire or resign, sorry, he actually did resign. The Queen accepted resignation, and Liz Truss has now been announced as the new Prime Minister. I told you, man, that he was not going to win. Some of you were trying to deny it. I said, no.
Honestly, to be fair, in the beginning, Rishi looked strong.
Bruv, he could look strong until day 99 out of 100. The truth of the matter is, Britain wasn't ready for an Asian Prime Minister.
Potentially.
A Prime Minister of Asian descent. They weren't ready for it.
You think what that was what it's really down to, really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I personally don't think so.
I do. I think it's what the rest of Middle England want as a Prime Minister.
But it wasn't Middle England picking, it was
the Tories.
Yeah.
On behalf of Middle England. You've always got to look at you guys, you've got to look at you've got to look at your marketplace. These are the same people that voted Brexit, bro.
Yeah.
And those people look like them.
So
anyway, yeah, that's a day for another day.
But the question is, have you seen a majority of the people she's hired recently?
Yeah, I have. So she's hired Theresa Coffey as a deputy prime minister. I don't know who any of these people are, to be fair.
Yeah, neither do I.
Kwasi Kwarteng is the chancellor.
Go on, man.
James Cleverly is the foreign secretary, and Suella Braverman is the home secretary. So obviously, Priti Patel's gone. And Nadeem Sawari, who was also in the race, he's now the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster. I have no idea what that job means, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
But yeah, I don't know any of the other people, to be honest. But yeah, it's looking good. This Kwasi Kwarteng, he kind of looks like the guy from the Halifax advert.
But did you guys see Boris's speech when he left?
No.
Nah, I was just busting up. He started rabbiting on. Then he mentioned, well, guys, if my two dogs can get on together, so can you guys. I was like, what? Why are you doing this? Get him off. Get him off.
Last words, man, isn't it? Last words.
Famous last words.
But his words weren't also saying he's going away to quit. He said he was pulled from the farm to help. Yeah, the analogy. But basically, it just seems like he's just going back to his farm just to relax until he's called again.
Yeah, he's MP, man. Like, he's not leaving the MP. He's not getting rid of that salary. Man just said, I'm not going to be leader of the Conservatives. I'll still be a Conservative, and I'll still be the loudest man in the room, innit?
Yeah, I agree.
It probably looks like he enjoyed himself his time as Prime Minister.
Oh yeah.
I swear every time I saw him, just smiling. Do you know what I mean? Like the guy's getting stick left, right, and centre. He's just like
a full whale of a time, just breathing up the place and just making bare mistakes.
But you say that, but you know what? He had a short term, but with a length, like the experience he's received in a short term is a lifetime or 2-3 prime ministers into one. So he has dealt with a lot. And look, you're always going to get something wrong. Not everyone's always going to agree in the decisions you make. And I think it's a kind of catch-22. But what let him down, I feel, was his rest of his party. His rest of the party didn't follow. They just didn't compose themselves in the correct manner, as they should have.
So you're blaming everyone else? No, this is Boris.
No. Boris is to blame also. But what I'm saying is his party didn't conduct themselves any better. They should have kept a level. But then again, you tend to follow the leader, right? So.
So cartoon. Yeah, Boris, I don't know how many votes it was, but I think it was like 81,000 votes or something that Liz Truss got. And you think to yourself, 81,000 votes and you're the Prime Minister of the country. That's mental, bro. That's mental, bro.
Yeah. Good luck to her. I want that job.
Yeah, and I don't like I said, I don't know what she's gonna do, bro. I don't know.
Well, she's already spoken about reduction of tax, and she's talking about getting a cap into place for the energy crisis. So a cap will be about 2,500 a year instead of what is proposed to go to. So that will be, she expects that to be something to be announced next week. But if she does that, that's a big thing. Because the way it's going, like, I've been following a lot of the energy crisis with Martin Lewis, and a lot of restaurants have kind of been speaking about what their predicted amounts are going to be coming from, even though everything's increasing in general, from 2,000 a month to 5,800 a month. They take in 5,800 a month. Do you get what I mean? And then there's paying staff, there's getting the customers in.
Yeah, a lot of them are saying that they're going
paying rent. You're closing down.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to fold.
It's crazy. If they don't put a reasonable cap in place, honestly, I don't know what's going to happen, mate. I help.
Like I said, it is what it is, but I have no idea how it's going to work. You get me? There's no idea. At some point, I just think to myself, like, at some point, if no one ain't got no money, what are you going to do about it, innit?
Bro.
Really, innit? Like, what can people really do? I know, like Martin Lewis says, like, don't not pay them what you think you owe them, and cancel your direct debits.
Yeah, I don't know. Canceling direct debits. Listen, when things start affecting your credit scoring and the age that we are, it's a massive effect.
No, I hear you.
On how we progress on.
Oh, 100%. But I'm saying at that moment there, like, if you can't afford to pay those bills, you can't afford to pay those bills, innit? And if you make a toss up between saying to yourself, do you pay the gas man or do you pay rent and like bills, like food and the gas? Do you know what I mean? You try and do what you can, innit?
No, I agree. It's a predicament that which is realistic to a lot of people. Realistic to a lot of people, and a lot of people are in much worse situations than what, for example, what we would be in a sense.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's very nervy because I remember there was a discussion about warm banks. I don't know if you ever heard that concept, a warm bank. So it's a place where it's generating heat, so people can go there and just chill and get that's been mentioned for the last 3-4 months. That was an LBC. And I thought, what are you talking about? Warm banks. It's deep, you know.
Oh dear.
Look at the guy laughing.
Imagine
it's just mad, bro. You're telling me it's madness.
Bro, if you go there, you get warm, and then you gotta go back home to your cold yard. Come on, man.
I know. It's mad.
All right. But yes, all right. Well, hopefully we'll talk. Well, yeah, let's see how the thing goes, really. Did you man see Tyson Fury call out AJ?
I just, I can't take that seriously, right?
Tyson Fury called him out, said, all right, look, boom, if you want to fight, we can fight by the end of the year, September, Said, yeah, boom, you've already gone through 12 rounds, so you're match fit. If you want to fight for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World, I'll give you a go. AJ responded, said,
did he?
Yeah. He said, all right, cool, but I don't do the stuff on social for clout. Like, that's Kalash. If you want to holler, like, this is my management agency. Boom.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. But yeah,
let's see if
look, I can't see it happening. If it does happen, it's a kind of well, at the end of the day, a fight is a fight, isn't it? Should I say meaningless? It's a shame that Anthony hasn't got belts to lose. Anthony's got nothing to lose in this fight. So in this kind of fight, he has to go all gunzo.
It kind of feels like before, like years ago, probably, or a couple of years back, whatever, we was all excited for this to happen, and now it's just like, doesn't anyone really care anymore?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it feels like
it
feels like Pacquiao versus Mayweather.
Yeah,
like it happened a little bit too late.
Agreed.
But it is what it is. Like, if they're gonna fight, go for it. Fury's talking about a 60-40 split.
Yeah, that's how it would be, because he's no champion. So AJ's no champion. So yeah, AJ's got no right to demand anything else, really.
No.
Yeah, I'll come there as the underdog, and if you win, absolutely fantastic. If you lose, I'm afraid for your mental health, because the way you acted in that last fight, it didn't look really well.
I don't think he'll be the same. I think
he was sort of,
it seems like he's generally sort of like reflecting it. So
what really happened is AJ couldn't believe he lost, in it. Like, that's what it was. Like, in his head, he had got a winning speech, everything in it. And the whole thing, it just messed with his whole being, bruv. He was like, how did I lose to you, bruv? Remember, he was looking in the man's face, how did I lose to you, bruv? Like, there was like it was a script, like it was WWE. This is not supposed to happen. This was like when the 1-2-3 kid beat Razor Ramon. It weren't supposed to happen.
Yeah. No, I get
the
that.
1-2-3 kid became X-Pac.
Basically sore loser, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, mad sore loser. Mad. And talking about wrestling, they had WWE in Cardiff.
Yeah.
And who turns up? Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, yes, he did, against Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I see him. I didn't watch it. It's there for me to watch. I will watch it.
Yeah.
He was fighting.
Well, he kind of came in. He came in the ring. Like, then he tried to like do some stuff. But I think, if I wasn't busy this weekend, I'd have loved to have gone. I think I did even send Rich when it first came.
I mean, you did, but you did, didn't you?
I did, but you know what it is, and I think you're like, nah. But I feel like next time we see these things, we just gotta go, bruv. Life is for living.
No, you're right. You're right.
Life
honestly
is for living, bruv, because that's the first time WWE's been a major thing. Like, obviously they have their little Monday Night Raws, but that's been the first major one they've had over here for years.
Yeah, that was in Cardiff,
Yeah. All right. just because obviously we're going to carry on with it. We had week 5 and 6 of the Premier League. So week 5 was last midweek. So I think when we did the pod, we were talking about some of the games that was on. Yes, we were. We were talking, I think when we recorded, we was watching, it was a day that Southampton beat Chelsea. 2-1. Since then, on the Wednesday, games of note, Man City moved to Nottingham Forest 6-0. Arsenal beat Villa. Liverpool beat Newcastle. That was a little bit of a bump, though. Newcastle should have really had an equaliser.
Like many family.
And then, I'm not sure what's going on here. And then we had week 6, which is over the weekend. And again, Liverpool and Everton drew. Brentford battered Leeds. Chelsea beat West Ham. West Ham should have equalised, but VAR effed up. Newcastle played Crystal Palace. Newcastle should have scored, but again, VAR effed it up. Forest lost after being 2-0 up to Bournemouth. Spurs beat Fulham. Man City and Villa drew, which I know messed up a lot of people's fantasy footballs and all the rest of it. And then on Sunday, we had Brighton moving to Leicester, and we had Manchester United beating Arsenal 3-1. No, we got to keep the same energy, bro. Keep the same energy. Yeah. So we were first before the game, and we are still first now. So shout them out. Hopefully they'll have a better week this week. European football started this week. Chelsea again have lost in the Champions League.
How is that even possible? I
feel like Chelsea are going through that thing, but I feel at some point they'll get themselves out of the patch. So try and get as many points on the board as possible before such plays.
Exactly.
Man City won as well, innit?
Yeah, 2. I think it was 3-0. Haaland scored 2. Foden scored 1.
Okay. Also, England women, shout them out. They won 10-0. Yeah, 10-0.
That's the second time they played Luxembourg and they won 10-0.
Yeah, it was. But to be fair, I'll be honest with you. Like, I know you said about the standard of the women's football game has improved and all that. Like, I'm not going to dispute that. But really, English should have been about 20-0, bro.
Yeah, no, some countries obviously are still behind just for the
Luxembourg are behind,
investments.
Just in the sense of England, and like there was times where it just touched the ball, it was going in the back of the net. You know them kind of ones. Yeah. Hit the keeper, hit their own players, stuff like that. But yeah, no, they did well. Games of the weekend: Man City are playing Spurs. That's a big game.
Massive game.
Crystal Palace are playing Man United. Fulham, Chelsea, London Derby. And we have got Everton at home.
That'd be a good game.
Yeah.
I think that'd be end to end, but we'll kick ass.
Yeah, it should be. All right, guys. Okay. I read the TV guide last week and I was supposed to put it in the group and then I forgot. And then you lot spoke about it and I was like, oh, God, excellent, you lot watched it. And that was the Eastenders Flashback episode that went back into 1979.
Massive.
Did you watch it? Did you get to watch it, Merv?
No.
You didn't watch it?
No, I didn't even like it was, you know what, busy weekend.
You probably, 100%.
Yeah.
And you probably even register. You know, like you just thought, all right, cool, whatever, man.
Yeah. I saw it, I was like, this is like, one of them must be in the record, right?
Yeah.
And that was that.
All right. What did you think of it, Rich? I know you thought it was sick.
I absolutely loved it. I thought, like, okay, this is like obviously they go back back in 1979.
Yeah.
The Mitchell family, all about the Mitchells. So Merv, you know, from Phil Mitchell and Grant and Peggy.
Yeah.
So basically, it just
and Sam.
And Sam
was she born yet?
Yeah. Sam
was 3. She was 3 years old back then.
Yeah.
So they've gone back in the past, and there's just different characters playing everyone.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? His daughter's
Ray Winston's daughter. The one who was in adulthood. She plays Peggy Mitchell.
Name. I've never named her.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Jamie Winston.
Yeah, I said Jamie. Yeah.
And Jamie also played Peggy in something else before. I think like a story about Babs, not Peggy Mitchell. She played Babs Windsor.
Yeah.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
And did you see one part where she mastered the laugh slightly? She did the laugh of how Barbara Windsor would laugh usually, and I thought, I remember her from. I remember that laughing like from Carry On. It was exactly the same. And I thought that's quality.
Yeah, she played Barbara Windsor before. I will just say this one thing about it though, yeah, which I thought was good, but it was like, okay, is like, like they brought back all the Mitchells in it. So like they let you know that everyone is a Mitchell. So they brought back Billy. So Billy came in it with his dad and his brother. Was his brother? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah.
And then Roxy, is it Roxy and
and Veronica?
They came in it as well. Like I was thinking, raw, like, but obviously we didn't know about them properly in EastEnders until they got brought in years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so carry on.
So and then there was is it what was Peggy's husband's brother's name? What was his name? Is it Alfie? Arthur? No. He was there, the one that slapped Peggy's bum.
Yes, yeah.
I can't remember his name, but anyway, so basically, it was obviously based on the Mitchells. The first scene you see a young Phil and a young Grant, and let me just tell you now, yeah, the young Phil, I'm sure that's Phil's son in real life. It must be.
No, man.
No, honestly, his mannerisms were like Phil. Like, and what they've done so well, the writers, what they've done is they got the words that they used in the up-to-date episodes of EastEnders with him in it. They all used their catchphrases, and so basically, I think they were having a little mess around fight. They're coming for dinner, and they say to the dad, "Yeah, dads, I've gone to look for a job as a carpenter, as a car mechanic." And the dad abused Phil, said, "You can't be a car mechanic. Who do you think you are? You got to do a man's job, a proper man's job." And Grant said, you know what? Well, yeah, I want to go in the army. Like, Dad said, "Don't, you silly. You go there, you come back in a coffin." And obviously, everyone is against it. And the dad said, "You know what? You should be a man. You should do what I do. You see, I've got this. I've got money. I've got Skrilla all the time." But anyway, so the dad said, "You know what? Actually, you know what? Put everything down. You two come with me," and picked up a bag. Obviously, the dad's a criminal in it. So the dad goes around robbing places, etc. So on this particular job, Grant, Phil, Billy's brother, all go to a warehouse.
Yeah, the guy you're talking about is Archie.
Archie, I said Arthur. Archie, correct. And there's still, I think it's still VHS cassette players.
Yeah, it's old school, so it's VHS players.
Yeah, VHS cassette players. So what happened is they packed the van up, and one of the security guards were coming back. And the security guards then saw all those guys in the warehouse, and the dad said, goes to Phil, shoot him. And the security guard said, "You don't want to do it, son. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it." And then
I've got a daughter. Yeah,
and then he said, "I've got a daughter." And then Phil's like, No. Dad said, "You know what? Get out. You guys get in the van. Give me the gun." Then and everyone says, get back into the van. Phil thought, "No, let me run back and try and stop my dad." By the time he's running back, you hear a gunshot, boom. And the dad comes running and says, get in the car and drive off. So the dad made out initially like
he left him.
He left him. He didn't. Nothing happened. But then he saw blood on his dad's neck and his jacket and stuff like that. But what transpires and the rationale behind the flashback episode was that the person that Phil's dad killed said he had a daughter. The daughter ends up being the police officer in EastEnders that's always after Phil. I don't know if you remember. She's always a police officer. She's always on Phil. So what you realize is that's the rationale by she's always been chasing Phil and making Phil. Phil now is being Phil now has been a grass.
She wants Phil to grass on Billy. And the reason why she's saying it, and then she tells him that, look, there was a robbery, blah, blah, and this is what happened. So he's now kind of putting two and two together, and he understands why DCI Keeble's been after them. It was a good. It's a sick episode. It's actually a proper sick episode. It's really good. I will think there were one or two things that I didn't really rate about it though.
Go on.
Like they made Grant out to be like Grant is an idiot. Grant was harder than Phil. Pause.
No.
He
But
Grant was harder than Phil, bro. Back in the day when it was Phil and Grant, like Grant was the muscle.
You know, yes, he was coming back from war. You know, but he came back from the army then.
Yeah, but
it was a different character. So Grant would never come against his dad, and that's why he didn't get involved in all that kind of stuff. Like,
nah, bro, he made Grant like an idiot. Like, no, just trying to hug Sam.
No. Remember, Grant was ferocious, right? When angered, and so, but he was very, very calm. You don't remember EastEnders, no?
Yeah, I do remember EastEnders, but I'm saying Grant was the guy, bro. I don't remember.
But Grant came back from war. Grant came back from war. Just remember, man had war issues anyway, in general. So he came back from war. So to Grant, Phil was obviously the leader, and he had to stand up for his mum. At the same time, Peg is obviously getting beaten by the husband. And
when Peggy switched, though, I rated it when she switched, though.
Yeah, but obviously she's protecting the children. But we knew that wouldn't get really far in real life. But the one part which was actually that was really good actually, when she put a knife to her husband and said, "Don't you touch my kids," then he kind of knocked the knife out of her hand and twisted her arm. Feels like, no, let go of her, let go. You know, like you're a young boy, like, let go of my mum. But the dad forgets these kids are getting older, innit? you know when your dad doesn't realize, he thinks you're still some young you and he can just punch you in and that'll be it. No, Phil tucked him in differently, tucked him in proper. And then he sat down, nose bleeding. Okay, I have a tea now. And Phil just stood there, his fist. Listen, this episode was legendary.
How long was it?
It's only 30 minutes.
Only 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
It was fantastic.
Although Richard gave you a play-by-play of everything that happened in the episode.
Yeah.
It was like a 30-minute episode. It was good. It is a good episode, and I know it's going to make Rich watch EastEnders again. It's not going to make me watch EastEnders again.
Oh no! Yeah, I need to obviously finish off this saga. What's happening with Phil and the police? And
it would be good. Like for me, it'd be good if they could do an EastEnders like from these days. I'd watch that.
Yeah, I will as well. I definitely will. I would definitely watch the growing up with the Mitchells. They could actually do that. If they're smart, they could just put a 12 episode together and just do it. And then it just brings Grant and Phil into Wolford.
It's interesting though, because especially considering Grant and Phil, like the Mitchells weren't in EastEnders at the beginning, though, were they?
Correct. It wasn't. Never.
They weren't even in there. They just came to the square one day, innit?
Yeah, it was just Grant and Phil who came in.
Yeah. And then Peggy came years later.
Yeah, years later.
Only the Queen Vic.
No, but they could do a 12-episode special and just about the Mitchells and everything and growing up and everything as well. It's just like, and it would be awesome. But just to see Roxy, I know these are characters from shows, right? I know, and I'm getting excited. But just to see Roxy as a kid and Sam and I'm telling you, Phil Mitchell, it was a spitting image of Phil Mitchell. And it was perfect. It was good. It was good. It was definitely a good watch. I'll recommend it to anyone that hasn't seen EastEnders for a very long time. This is something that will actually get you excited to watch. However, it's just a one-off special. Just hoping that they'll kind of.
I did at one point. I thought it was going to be like for the whole week, but it was just literally.
No, I know, just one. I know.
All right, guys. Merv, DisneyPlus Day 2022 is coming well upon us. I believe by the time the pod comes out, it would have happened already. It's on the 8th of September.
Yeah, D23.
Say again?
D23, that's what it's commonly known as.
Is it?
23, yeah.
Yeah, D23,
yeah.
My bad. Yeah. Although it's happening in 22, because it's about stuff that's going to happen. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, things that we definitely know are happening. A live action Pinocchio is coming out this Thursday.
Yeah.
Someone's in it. Who's in it?
Chappelle. Tom Hanks, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah.
Tom Hanks and Chappelle. We've also got Thor: Love and Thunder that's coming out on DisneyPlus on Thursday. Also, for those that didn't take themselves to cinema, I may watch it again just because I didn't like it in the cinema. I want to see if I was right not to like it.
Yeah, same here. I still don't think I really like that.
I think my answer will still be the same, but I'll try it.
Yeah.
There's a new Cars series coming out.
Oh yeah.
Cars on the Road. Oh, this looks good. Tierra Incognita. I have no idea what that is, but that's coming out. Growing Up. Obi-Wan Kenobi. What is that coming out? Is that what's that?
Obi-Wan. That's already been out. Obi-Wan.
No, it says Obi-Wan Kenobi: A Jedi's Return.
Yeah.
A new behind-the-scenes documentary.
Yeah.
So there's a few things coming out, and then obviously they've also got, it's the beginning of the Expo, innit? So they're doing some 4-day thing, but I don't know if they'll be. I don't know if they're going to necessarily reveal as many things this year as it was last year.
Yeah. Wait, there could be a lot to reveal, you know. Fantastic.
I'm hoping.
X-Men stuff. Obviously, I reckon they'll announce their Star Wars films as well.
Yeah.
You got Andor coming out soon. I think whatever we didn't get in Comic-Con, we're gonna get in D23, innit?
Yeah. Are they doing that thing? Are they streaming D23, or is it like, are we just gonna have to just? Actually, last time didn't we just get loads of things like on Twitter and Instagram? Like every so often, we just got like pictures of what was happening, like of new trailers.
Maybe, yeah. I'm sure it'll be in person. But saying that though, DC fandom's been cancelled as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ever since he's taking the mick, you know.
Man is just purifying the brand, bro.
No, but he's like, literally, come on, man. I still think to this day that the fact that you took that film and you just, after spending millions, and said no one's ever going to see it is beyond me.
Don't you just wish like you want to see it? I want to see it more than ever.
No, but now that's what I'm saying. Even now, you want to see it. Like, I just feel like if they're clever, they'll release it on some. All right, cool. You don't want to see it, just so people can see why they didn't want us to see it.
It's mad, you know, because they've got some new Batman animated thing. Like, obviously, Batman is DC's golden child, isn't it? Really, like everyone wants to see a Batman thing, isn't it? So
I don't.
They've even cancelled that, but it's like the fans are like, nah, because I think they've cancelled it for HBO Max or something. But I think other streaming services are like bidding to buy it basically. So it could appear on Netflix, Hulu. All the others in it, basically. So I'm hoping that someone picks it up, man.
Yeah, and that'd be interesting. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. Like for me, like, do you know what I mean? As a member of the Fully Geek Pod, we live for these days, you know. Like these things. Like obviously we don't do the whole live streaming. Like it's not a watch along. Like we're not that one where people go, oh my god, and do the reactions and stuff. But come on, this is good material, man. It's good material. All right, cool. All right, is anything else been going on that we need to know about? The listeners need to know about?
I
was just going to say, I watched, I should say at the end.
Yeah, I
know.
Man's on his phone, man, paying attention.
I literally just thought, okay, come on.
We didn't notice, but we did.
No, but you know what? The only reason why, because we mentioned Tom Hanks, and it kind of brought the memory. No, I was concentrating. I was going to mention Tom Hanks, which you guys mentioned in the beginning.
Okay. You all right?
Yeah.
Supermalt gone to your head?
No, I'm here.
Do you know, I've been telling everyone that when Rich drinks Supermalt, he gets angry.
I don't get angry. I just get energized. Irons inside me.
Pause. Come on. All right, cool. Let's get on some TV and film. All right, guys, we had Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and this week we had season 2, episode 4. This week, it seems that Kanan and Jukebox are both on the search for
parents,
basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
We got Famous, Crown helping out Famous. I think Crown is weird. Famous got a yard, and that got weird. It's a good episode, though. It was a good episode.
It was always a good episode.
Always, like I said, Power doesn't necessarily let us down. The brother's gone stupid again.
Who?
Which one? Marvin or
Lou?
Lou.
Do you know what? I actually felt sorry for Lou this episode. I actually kind of liked him in this episode. because Rack was just like talking to him like he's a piece of shit, bro.
Nah, that's what she thinks,
But-
bro.
Now, but recently, he don't forget in the first season he was Rack's number one. Like it was him and Rack, and Merv was Marv.
Marv. Yeah.
Marv was the one that was the stupid one. Like you can't really control him, and he wasn't really smart. Now it's just Lou's turn, and I don't really feel sorry for Lou. He just gone off the boil. I know he wants to do his music and all that kind of stuff, but you're in the game.
It's not even a music thing. That it's like obviously he's not, but it's like when they're doing the drug deals with the Italians, or well, not drug deals, but when they're talking that little face of the Italians, he's obviously trying to like prioritizing the safety of all of them, innit? And that Rat's just like, don't ever talk in my presence, innit? Like,
don't talk for me.
I thought, boy, like, no, that's it's game over, you know, sister or not, isn't it? Like,
she looks at him and said, don't talk from my behalf. That's not what I said. They gave him the number. She didn't even look at the number, you know, just screwed it up and dashed it on the floor.
I knew that guy was going to say, I like her, because it's like, really truly, there was nothing stopping. Like, she knew that, you know what, it's either I walk away from this or I don't, you know, but there's no way I'm feeling pretty, innit?
But we did find out there's snitches in the camp, though.
Yeah.
Unique. He's the one that set it all up.
Yeah, so there is snitches in the camp. Unique's got to go.
That new turnover, new leaf, like
Unique's got to go. The way he's got his old brethren who's involved in there, just like telling them what's going on. He's telling them how they're getting drugs into New Jersey. Like he's doing the most. Yeah,
he's just getting constant setups. But I'm like, Unique, yeah, you're right. He needs to go. And the whole Unique's friend, he needs to go as well. Yeah, he needs to go as well.
Come on, guys. Also, if you're in a big, massive bus, and there's a little man in front of you, just run him over.
And not only that as well, he didn't even look like a bus. He didn't even look like a school bus driver. It looked like he stole that bus. You know that? Like,
in the middle of the night or whatever.
If I was police, I'll probably pull him over instantly. You know that? Like, you don't even look the part.
Yeah, just teething the people them things.
Yeah.
But what else was a good talking point? We had the whole thing. All right, see the C Famous's party, yeah. So where
I'm so glad you brought it up. Because
when the mum and daughter come, I said, "Hold on, this is looking wild."
I was like, all right. First of all, they're knocking the door because they're making noise, isn't it? So why is the daughter talking?
Yeah.
Like, furthermore, why is the daughter even there, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, look, keep the noise down, go about your business. So it's like the daughter talks, and basically just some flirting interaction between the daughter and Kanan. And it's like, okay, this is weird. But at the end of it, the mum's like, yeah, you can go in there with this weeded, smelling house, go in there, have fun. And then the mum's all like, yeah, baby.
I thought Kanan was gonna have a full-on mother-daughter.
He will.
Embargo right there. I thought that was it. I thought like he was like, you come in as well.
Do you know what?
That woman just felt slimy. I felt slimy afterwards.
It felt
I didn't.
It felt grimy.
I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have felt like that.
Considering the age that he's supposed to be, you can feel like that because that's wrong.
Not even the age. It's just she just felt slimy all over, innit? Like I don't know. I don't know if it's the acting choices or whatever.
No, she did good. Apparently, my mum said she's in something else on one of these programs that she watches. But I was like, okay, like. Yeah, anyway, I can't tell you what I want.
And the thing is, and the daughter was just like fully into it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like coming out that weren't their first time.
Yeah, if I was just said like, oh, can we come into party? That's what I should have said. Like, what's the right dialogue for? When?
And then we had Jukebox going to have a conversation with our mum. And Rack, to be fair, I think Rack is a bit of a bitch, you know. Rack is a proper bitch, bro. Because Jukebox came back excited, she met her mum, innit? Rack's like, well, you can't just choose to be family. I was like, what? Come on, Rack.
Yeah.
You know, she just roared her, innit? Like,
yeah, but like, you know, like the mum, when you spoke to the mum and you hear the mum's story, you kind of like, all right, cool, I kind of understand, innit?
Yeah.
Like she was a child. Obviously, she didn't mean to run away. She ran away. She tried to come back. She felt like, look, I don't deserve any of this. I hope that Jukebox does go to the mum, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I feel so for Marv now.
Right. Oh, because he's trying to
Yeah,
like...
he is really trying. He is really trying.
Yeah, he is. He is. But sometimes. Also, we didn't see the people today. We didn't see the council this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, it was a session, isn't it?
Yeah, he didn't go to a session this week. And then obviously we got Kanan going to Howard's at the end.
Yeah. And his Raquel somehow follows him. It's just like, oh. But this is what I'm trying to. This is why Kanan is gonna kill her, man.
Do you know what it was? It was at that moment, yeah. I was like, dang, is Rich gonna be right? Is he really gonna take out his mum?
I reckon so.
100%. He's leading that way. She's lying to him too much.
She's trying to protect him, innit?
No, but you can no. You're not trying to protect him. You're not trying to protect him. Not when you know he's your dad and you tell him to go and kill him. That's not protected. That's wrong there.
Oh, to be fair though, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out 50 for that last little speech that he did when he started going.
Oh yeah.
The future, the past, the present. I like that bit. Like I don't remember it word for word, but I quite liked it. I thought, okay, go on with your poignant self.
Read from a script.
Yeah, straight not rapper, but I thought, yeah, no, but I went with the whole thing in it because he was talking about the mum in the past. Does he look towards the future? Is he living in the present? I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's deep, but I think Raquel will go, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but she'll definitely go, and he'll be the one. How far Howard would get, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's it, because at some point Howard is still a police officer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel for that the little lady of the night that comes to visit him all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like he's so mad disrespectful to her.
Pillow talk, innit?
Yeah, but but obviously he doesn't know. Like I don't know why he can't get gal. Like just go and find a gal, innit? But
he's just you mean he's got a regular who hits the spot. And
probably got no time for that, innit?
Yeah, just like no time for it, bro. Like, yeah, you're the one.
She's been messing about this the same one for a long time. They were talking.
I think
about
7 years. I think it was 7 years.
7 years, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's wifey right there, bro.
He doesn't even know it.
Doesn't even know it, bro.
And she's still getting pee and all sorts. It's easy.
But yeah, no, definitely looking forward to episode 5 next week. I haven't looked at the trailer, or to be fair, I don't even look at the trailers. But it'd be interesting to see where they go with this one. All right, as we got a lot to get through. Richard's favorite program, She-Hulk, came out episode 3. And I would still like to admit it's not the worst show in the world, is it, Richard?
I enjoyed this episode.
Okay.
No,
Finally.
I enjoyed. Honestly, I did enjoy it. Like I said on last week's pod, I've accepted the show for what it is.
Okay.
And to be honest, this episode did bring a lot of chuckles. It was funny. It is what it is, isn't it? And you got to enjoy it.
Yeah. That's all I was trying to ask for, like I just let people just think. I just think just watch it for what it is, and it's all right, innit? Like if we watch it in comparison of what we think it should be, instead of just watching it for what it is, I feel like just watch it, man. I like the fact that they got a little bit more like court scenes, all that kind of stuff. Because again, I like those programs.
There's a double court as well,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like as in like they had 2 cases going at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So you had the imposter trying to pretend the person thought that they were seeing
Megan Stallion.
Yeah, Megan the Stallion.
Making me bust up. She's in the court. She's like, I was busting up. I said, you know what? I don't know, man. For me, it just brought joy, bro. And
it was funny. It was funny.
Even the person pretending to be the judge, like it just, like it was just full banter. Even from the time that he left the lawyer's office.
Yeah.
And the other guy's gone to go get his car, and the other one's come back and say, yeah, no, you know what? Actually, forget it. I don't want to take this to court. Let's just throw it out from now. He's going, huh? Really? And then she gets the phone call. I was busting up.
It didn't even try, If with that power, it should be probably serious and it could probably damage people's lives, but it's like she just couldn't sustain it.
Yeah, no, she can't sustain it. It was good, man. I enjoyed it. And I know we've got to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about the post-credit scenes.
Oh, yeah.
So we had She-Hulk doing a little twerk off with Megan Thee Stallion.
That was funny.
Well, if you see the behind the scenes of that as well, it's probably funny though, because what's her name? I can't remember the person, but she's so tiny in real life. Like,
Oh, is it?
yeah, she had that suit on, like she's just doing it. It just looks so funny, man. Like proper enjoyed it, innit? Because that's a motion capture, obviously, innit?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But can we talk about how poor the CGI is though?
Oh, the CGI is awful.
Oh, well,
No,
you know what?
I really struggle with it. I'm really struggling with the CGI.
No,
yeah, go ahead.
No, go on. No.
No, I was gonna say, I feel like it's got worse each episode.
This episode, even at the end, what we're talking about when She-Hulk walks in to see Megan Thee Stallion, it's like I was just like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about, I don't know if it's that suit she was wearing that didn't go too well either. But the CGI this week was a bit awful, man. And no, it's funny though. It's just like Megan Thee Stallion, I will kill for you, like. Poor choice of words for a Hulk, you know.
Yeah, it's
just rampage the whole place up. Like, I did like Abomination in it. Like, probably total different character in it. Like, even his whole design's different. I mean, you kind of noticed that from Shang.
Shang-Chi,
it kind of happened so quickly that you didn't even really know it was Abomination at first. Like, but yeah, that was funny if he's sick wives or something like that, or his soulmate.
Oh, the people that came, yeah.
No, it was good, man. I liked, you know, what it is that actor that plays Abomination. I remember him from
Roth.
Did you ever watch Lie to Me?
That's something I still need to see. You know, I watched the other one. It was in that American one where he's just on the road.
Oh yeah. I can't remember what that one's called.
We watched it, innit? Yeah.
Yes. But do watch Lie to Me because like he's the way he. I always like the way he breaks things down, like, and he's literally just plays the same, not person, but he plays the same kind of mannerisms each time.
Yeah, so just seems so tired and uninterested character.
So when I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, this is like Lie to Me. And I used to love that program. I was like, no, he's sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting because obviously now he's been free and he's not allowed to turn back into Abomination. If we see him again in the MCU at all.
Yeah, which we will.
But I just liked it. The thing is, I even like where she's talking, like where she breaks the fourth wall and she's like, don't think it's one of them shows that you're going to see this person every week. And that actually you do. I was, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because Wong appeared as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Wong just come and was like, it was me. And he disappeared again. And then
by the way, you can put it in there later on.
I can. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
But do you know what though? Because she's like Jennifer and then She-Hulk, like she just keeps changing.
Yeah.
And that bit, it kind of throws me off a bit. I'm thinking, like, you know what, actually, if I could do without any one of them, the show would still be good, innit? So it's like, who do you get rid of? Do you get rid of She-Hulk or do you get rid of Jennifer? Because they kind of feel like two different people to me. Do you know what I mean? And I know, like, obviously, it doesn't even have to be anti-alias because everyone knows who she is, but they just seem literally different to me. And I know, like, obviously she's green in her hair, she gets bigger and her hair goes straighter, but I just feel like I'm watching two different people. And I don't feel like there's a connect there. Like, it's weird. Like, obviously, like, if you're watching things like Superman, like Christopher Reeve's, you know that he's, like, they look completely different visually, but they're still the same person. I want to feel that sort of thing in it, but with them two, I just different. Oh, and she got jumped as well, innit? She got jumped in the alley.
Oh yes, yeah.
She got absolutely. She pummeled them differently.
No, it was the fact that when they got back in the car, they was like, "This is not how it was supposed to work out." Because they were, like they were thinking, "What are we doing?"
Wait, but do you know? I did query where did they get this kind of weapons from? Because
I think it's an Asgardian tech, innit?
Yeah,
weapons.
Obviously, Asgard. Remember, the whole of Asgard is now on Earth, innit?
I think they have more relevance because it just seemed really random. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so,
I think they'll be back. They remind me of like Bebop and Rocksteady, just useless criminals, innit?
Tracksuit mafia.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. they'll keep on returning. Like you remember them. Trust me.
Yeah.
Said Bebop and Rocksteady.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, boy. All right. Well, yes. Well, we're looking forward to episode 4, which will come out on Thursday.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. This, like, like I've now realized I need to watch the stuff on the day it comes out almost, because otherwise it all catches up and I have no time. So like on Thursday, I tried to watch She-Hulk, Rap Game, all of them as they come out.
Yeah. Thursday.
Yeah. All right. So that leads us nicely onto Rap Game UK season 4, episode 4. Rich, good episode.
Yeah, it was all right. It was the clashing, right? So that's when they had to team up. It was Big Jess, Little Els, what's her name?
Yeah.
Saka and the other one, and Jay Clark, Mwangu, and Mayo.
Yes.
And they had to kind of clash, right? So Big Jess and his crew went away to write a diss track. They started it off and then made a video. On the back of that video, it was played to Jay Clark and team, and Jay Clark and the guys had to respond.
Yes.
Do you know what? Obviously, MP Money was the guest judge. Do you know what? It's quite difficult when you're going first and you have to send the bars to the other part.
Yeah.
It's always difficult. It's always difficult because you want to see how hard someone's actually gone at you for you
to go back at them.
Exactly. Because obviously, at the end of the day, they are still friends. They all live in the same apartment. So you don't want to kind of disrespect someone too much, despite you being in the competition, because you are living in the same house and you don't want that kind of tension within that house.
Although I do think the first one, I think Big Jess, P3Ls, and it was Mwangi, innit?
Yeah, that's it, Mwangi.
Yeah. I think theirs was harder.
It's a Zoe. Zoe. Is that Zoe?
It weren't Big Jess and the 2 girls.
It was.
Was it big? It was Big Jess and 2 girls. Yeah, I think they were the hardest.
Yeah, do you know what? I enjoyed their one.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest.
I enjoyed their one, and I think Zoe, she went a bit hard on Mwangi.
Yeah, she went hard.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was pretty shocked that I know the arts of clashing is to use every representation of that individual and what you find out about them. But when she kind of like saying
you didn't expect the race thing.
Yeah, the race. I didn't expect the race car to be flown out, and I thought, oh, okay. But I know the art of clashing, right? This is what happens. But I just didn't expect it to come on being our TV screens in the sense of the rap game. But then again, if you see any other rap game show in the UK, in America, should I say, this is what you get. They're gonna chuck everything at you.
And I think when all these kind of things, if you're gonna clash someone, similar to like if you used to try and cuss people in the playground, you're gonna go for the obvious things, innit? You've got to go for the things that you can see.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you can't go for some hidden thing that no one ain't gonna see. You got to say, oh, this guy's got a big nose. Even, do you know what I mean? Like if you look at last year when they did the clash, yeah, like they just literally went for things they could see each other. You look like, you get me, your hair looks like Cisco. There was a footballer. When a footballer, they tried to say that Leisha looked like last year. Was it Leisha?
Yeah, I remember Leisha, yeah.
They said that she looked like one footballer and they just pulled Pogba. Remember, he's pulled out the picture of the Pogba because I remember she used to have her hair tied.
Yeah.
Get me? You got to go for them kind of obvious things certain time, innit?
Yeah, it's true, very true. Very, very true, very, very true.
I did feel P Money, like I feel maybe he kind of
It's in the fence.
Yeah, he sat on the fence, bro. He sat on the fence.
He just didn't want to kind of give it to anyone. He just thought, you know what, you guys done 2 good videos, good 2 diss tracks, but you know what, I'll sit in the fence and I say it's a draw. And I don't think anyone kind of expected that. However, it just kind of leveled the playing field in the rankings at the end of the show.
Yeah, but it was also interesting because now 3 people go through to the final and 3 people are going to get kicked out next week.
So I think that's a bit deep, you know, because it's just like we're in the semi-finals already. Technically, we are in the semi-finals.
Yeah, but it's like, what's going to be episode what? Episode 5, isn't it? It's only like 6 episodes normally.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's gone quickly, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's gone very quick. This is what I'm saying. It's like 3 people are going to go. And I think...
So I think it's going to be 4, 5, and 6. There you go. If they had said 2, if they said 2 people, I think I'd have been a little bit more comfortable with it. But 3 of them, because if you're thinking, okay, if you think you want Big Jay Clark in the final,
100.
That leaves 1 person out of the other 3 or 4.
Yeah. So Zoel gone. I personally, I think Mayo, how it's spelled, is gone.
So that's what I'm saying. Is it Wangi or P3Os? The thing about P3Os,
she's gone. She's gone.
She's good, but the problem is she just don't remember her bar certain time.
Yeah, now she don't remember her bars. She lacks confidence in the performance, and I think she's a good artist.
Yeah,
in the studio, vocaling a track, making errors, rewinding it, revocaling it again. But she needs to grow from doing her own music, then coming to perform in front of people.
Do you know what I think would have helped these lot? I think a bout of COVID would have helped these lot.
Why?
I don't mean COVID. You know, like, do you remember Leisha last year? Yeah. Like, she was one artist, yeah? Then COVID happened. You remember they all got sent away from the house?
And she came back.
Then they came back, and she came back revitalized.
Yeah.
Like, she had a newfound confidence. She was like, okay, you get me?
Yeah, I get that.
I feel like P3L just needs to go back to Liverpool for a little bit to sort her stuff out. You get me? But her accent's so funny. I think her accent's sick.
Now, and the thing is, and this is why I think she'll be successful, because her accent is a key figure, right? It's a key selling factor. And I think I can hear her on music, and I said to myself, she will sound really, really good at music, and she needs to be push.
Who were those artists that came from Liverpool that were like doing drill and grime and that?
Artists?
There was like someone something about PM boxes or something.
Hocus Pocus. My son was there. I don't even know. I can't remember.
They were good though. I mean, I think
potions.
Something on potions or something.
Yeah.
Potion boxes or something. Whatever it was. But yeah, like, the accent works, bro. The accent works.
Definitely.
All right. Cool. We've got the Lord. That was too many things that I'm trying to remember at the same time. We have got the spin-off, okay, which is House of Dragon, the prequel. We had episode 3. Merv, what are your thoughts? Rich, I know you've only watched half of it, so I'll go to Merv.
Yeah, let's go.
So now we're like 2 years into the future.
Did that not throw you?
It did. I think that's the one gripe I have about this series. And I know it makes sense, obviously. It's like, but at least do 2 years in the next series, isn't it? Like, just like...
Bro, he's got a youth and she's pregnant again. I was like,
2 years old, yeah.
2-year-old, but that's what I'm saying. That means even longer than 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. So that threw me off a little bit, because I'm like, even like with the same, I mean, I know it's only 2 years and potentially like a lot of people don't change their appearance, but I was even kind of expecting like, are we going to get new actors to play them? Which would have been a bit of kicking the teeth for the original actors, because obviously like they're the face of the series, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially Russell and Renee. No, but other than that, I probably, this episode is sick, man.
It started with a massive battle.
Yeah. Like
of epic proportions. Like straight away, no fun and games. We're just seeing him face Crab. Crab Man. We can't remember the name, but yeah.
Is that when he came flying in the dragon and they were shooting bare arrows?
Yeah. So it starts where we're hitting the ground running.
Yeah.
You know what's happening, but there's a war going on and man's on dragons and all sorts. And then it kind of goes through and it tells you why they're in the war and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, I think there's certain things that I like about this program. I think the king's gonna die soon. Yeah,
because it's still that illness, isn't it? All that weird thing on his back, and it's like, you're slowly dying, man.
Yeah,
like,
I think the king needs to go.
Yeah,
I want. The thing is, it's weird though. I want her to take over.
Who, the
daughter?
Renee.
Yeah, I want her to take. But you know what I get from her, and the thing is, I can't remember all of the names properly from Game of Thrones. Who is the woman who eventually she sits on Iron Throne?
Daenerys.
She kind of gives me Daenerys vibes.
Oh yeah, totally. Blatant hashback or whatever.
Yeah, like she just gives me Daenerys vibes. The way she just moves, the way she stabbed up that boar.
Yeah.
Like just everything about her, bro.
Oh, she's mad aggressive as a boy, you know.
No, bro. The boar had to go though.
No, yeah, the way the ball was coming towards us is ridiculous.
And like the king, he can't kill the stag properly. Then she sees the white stag.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, bro. Like there's certain things I just proper rate about the episode, and there's certain characters I'm like the king can go, bro. He's just annoying me.
Like I feel, you know what? He's a good, interesting character. Like even though he needs to go, but it's because he's not. It's like he's not. Obviously, it was his right, the Targaryen family for him to be, but he's not. I think he's a people pleaser, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or at least he's trying to be, and he just like. It's like he's trying to follow his heart. He's trying to follow tradition. It's like he doesn't know what he wants to do, but he doesn't want to, like, because even if he's had that moment with Renee, it's like, look, you're still my heir, innit? At the end of the day, no matter what happens, you're still my heir. But I just have to follow tradition, innit?
Yeah.
Like, even like he was saying about his mum, like, it's the same with his mum. Like, they were betrothed for, like, all and stuff. I just reminded me of them trying to marry off the 2-year-olds as well, like straight away.
Horrible, bro. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine? And it's all it is about. No, you have to get married because the families need to be strong.
Yeah, it's such a like barbaric way of thinking, isn't it? When you like, it could ever happen today. Maybe in some places it does.
Yeah, probably. But, does, to be
honest. It's mad, but obviously it's just like that's what it is. This is the world that we're watching. But no, man. He's an interesting character. I just feel like, what's his name? Is it Otto? Yeah, Otto. Like he's paid whatever. I feel like he's just gonna do him dirty, man.
Bruv, he already. Do you not think that he's just trying to look after himself?
Yeah.
Like the man got his daughter to go and sleep with the king.
Yeah.
She bore him a child.
Yeah.
Now you want her, even if the child becomes the king, you're now the grandfather of the king. You know, that's like every man's just trying to look out for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got the what's his name? The other guy, the Lord Corlys? No, Cord Valerian. Yeah, Lord Valerian. The black
the sea merchant. And you saw his brother. You saw his brother this week.
Yeah.
Same hairstyle.
The way the nephew boiled off the uncle was so funny, like because the uncle was just proper talking reckless, isn't it? It's like not sharp,
Yeah.
No, go on, what was I gonna say?
No, like I said, that there were definitely things that I'm feeling about it. And even though they tried to marry off my girl to the Lannisters, isn't it?
Oh yeah, one of the Lannisters.
And she was like, no, it's not for me.
Yeah. But you know what, the star of the show, man, and I swear the guy didn't even say even a line in this. It's Damon, bro.
Oh, when he comes at the end?
Yeah.
Bro, he was moving. He was moving like a bad boy.
Where he took out everything, bro.
Crab feeder.
Yeah. Like I thought, wait, where's the guy's legs from? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it just took him out, bro. Like,
Just brought him back on the beach because obviously he heard that his brother said, "Oh, I'll send 1,000 ships or whatever to come and help you." He's like, "What? You ain't coming to help me, brother. I'm doing this. I can finish this whenever I want."
Yeah.
This is a joke thing. I'm on a play thing. You get me?
And the way he was calling, that's it. He was calling him out. It's like, come out, and the crab guy was shook in it. It was like, nah.
But even the way he waved the flag at the beginning, waved the flag, said, "Yeah, all right, boom, yep, sorry, I resign, I retire." You know what I mean, stab. I thought the arrows were gonna come for him. My man's got arrows. Bruv, all of these people, they get arrows in their chest. They just pull them out like it's nothing. There's no blood. There's no nothing anymore.
It's true. It's true.
But I think it was a good episode.
Yeah.
The dragons, I don't know, man. It's weird seeing the dragons all over the time now. So like, because we never used to see the dragons as much as this.
Yeah. Obviously, this was the time of dragons, didn't it? Like it was because it was rare in Game Boy, but it didn't exist until like Daenerys comes. So yeah, no, it's heavy.
Yeah, no. All right. Well, we look out for episode 4, which will be out next week, Monday. brings us on to C. Season 3, episode 2. You know I'm in love with C, brother. I think out of the epic shows of, like, if we look at House of Dragons, C, and The Rings of Power, C is my favorite.
Serious.
C is my favorite right now,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. C is good, man. It's so weird. Like these, I swear the first season I watched it and I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like I know obviously like everyone's blind and they caught disease and the prophecy about people that can see, but these past 2 seasons have really like it. I don't know, for some reason I'm concentrating a lot more. Like I can't lie, I did fall asleep with this, man. I had to watch it again. But don't watch it. Don't watch it at night time. It's the worst thing you could do.
I think I watched it Sunday morning. I didn't. Well, let me not say I didn't go to church.
I watched it Sunday night.
I didn't go to church and I watched it, but I got to go to church next week Sunday, so I'll try and watch it later. But that was for me, big episode. It's nice to see Bubba Voss back.
Yeah.
So he's back at the house or wherever, back in the kingdom, but they did arrest him towards the end.
Yeah.
And then the big reveal that the queen, or the former queen, she's escaped. I don't know where she is.
Yeah. Everyone knows that she was getting away.
Yeah, but it's still like, from the time they said, "Oh, I'm going to hand you over," like she said, "I'm going to hand you over in the morning." I was like, "No, you're not. No, you're not. Let's not be silly."
And then I like the way she was schooling Margot as well about how to be a strong queen in it. So like, because if you don't, you got to kind of almost be cruel in it because like they're not going to respect you in it. Like, so imagine
Yeah. I just don't know. Like I said, I don't know where they're going to go with this one. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I just know we know it's the last season.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Bob of Us don't die.
I reckon he will, I reckon he will. I reckon a lot of people are going to die. Right?
Possibly. I hope he doesn't, man. And obviously the Queen hasn't had any of her famous scenes that she has every year.
Yeah, for real.
So I don't know. Maybe we've got 4 more episodes. Maybe we'll have one of those. If you know, you know, boy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I know time's pushing on. Rings of Power. All right, so you've been looking for. Well, I've been looking forward to this for a very long time since it was announced.
Yeah.
The Rings of Power, and they released 2 episodes, episode 1 and 2. Saw a few famous faces, and the story isn't necessarily about the Lord of the Rings.
No.
You will have like Gladriel's in it and Elrond's in it, but it's more about how Saruman, how he comes into power, basically.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what, man? This is like, I haven't watched Lord of the Rings in such a long time, like the actual original movie. And I thought this is, it's kind of taking me back, but taking me beyond it. And it's like, I just felt immediately in that comfort zone watching it. Like, cinematography is sublime, bro.
Yeah.
And like, it almost like you're watching, because I'm seeing all these characters, I'm like, wait, I know Galadriel, or not Kate Blanchett, but I like that, obviously I know who she is. I'm like, Elrond, Hugo Weaving. I'm there on IMDb just smashing up people and that stuff in it. But
I think those 2 might be the only 2 people that are in it.
I think so, yeah.
Because obviously with the time of ages, it's the only person that could be in it.
And it's mad, because it's like when I'm looking at the actor that plays Galadriel now compared to Kate Blanchett, because that was almost 20 years ago, Lord of the Rings. The first one. So Kate Blanchett's in her 50s now, and like I'm like, what? This actual actor in real life is 30, or 31. 31. And Kate Blanchett was at around the same age as she done it. But I'm like, there's no difference in their ages, in it. But I just realized. I remember what they were saying, like they're like 3,000 years in between. Like it's crazy. So it was like live a very, very, very long time. So makes sense.
But wasn't you lost watching it? Like,
not really.
I was terribly lost.
I thought I was going to be lost, but I guess the beauty about prequels is that you don't, if you haven't seen The Lord of the Rings, then you're watching this fresh, innit? Because I think when you're watching a prequel, you give yourself too much pressure because it's like, oh no, I have to remember this because this person, it's obviously it's fun in it because you'll be like, I know what happens to you, I know this, but I reckon you can just watch it with a fresh pair of eyes. Because obviously you're getting they're following all sets of people. You've got the elves, you've got the dwarves, you've got the half-foots, or whatever they're called. They're hobbits, isn't it?
They're not. I
I
think
don't know.
they're similar to hobbits, but they're not hard
Yeah.
hobbits.
No. Yeah. And then you got that guy that fall out from the sky that reminds me of Superman 4. Like
Yeah, the one on fire. The one on fire.
Yeah. So I don't know what his deal is, but yeah,
I don't know what his deal is.
And obviously we get to see Lenny Henry in it.
Yeah.
It was first person we saw in it. It's just like boom.
Yeah. It's nice, man. It's like
you're gone, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm surprised it's like a full hour, with all that budget. Because normally with like the bigger the budget, the lesser of the length of the runtime of that. So
but I was sure it's just been cancelled. I thought it was cancelled.
No, it is. I think that was Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
another Game of Thrones one, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they wanted to do, what was it? Was it a sequel? No, was it a sequel? It was another game. Yeah, it was another part of Game of Thrones they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And that one got, they spend like £1 million on an episode or something, and then it got pulled.
Yeah, as they do.
Guys, these men are spending millions like it's nothing. Just get to me.
It's proper true.
I'll disappear it for you. You know them ones there. But yeah, it's going to be 8 episodes. But each week now they'll only release 1 episode.
Yeah.
So for the first one, obviously they released 2.
No, I'm gonna go back and watch episode. I'm actually gonna watch both of them again, actually.
Yeah.
So where I fell asleep, when you're just like, oh my God.
And the orcs, don't the orcs look worse than the orcs did in Lord of the Rings?
Like as in just look nasty looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Like I feel like in Lord of the Rings they were kind of like toned down a little bit.
Yeah. But that's probably because of the technology as well. And just like the makeup artists, like, let's just go nastier, innit? Like,
And I had to Google it, but Peter Jackson's got nothing to do with this.
No, he hasn't. No.
Which is weird because in my head I'm like, guys, he's got to be involved somehow. Like, give him some credit, like let him.
Listen, Kai done 3 successful trilogies. Well, he done the Hobbit as well.
Yeah, he did the Hobbit trilogy as well.
6 of them, man. Passing the torch, man.
No, what I'm saying, but I'd think that maybe he's on some advisory thing, like that.
Maybe, well, I don't know actually. I don't know. Maybe it's uncredited, isn't it, or something?
But yeah, no, I think so. From so far, what I've seen, it's a good enough. It's a decent series. It'd be interesting to see where they go with it.
Yeah.
Like you can see that Sauron's getting the power. You can see like the power's coming, and like where he leaves his kind of handprint mark and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more time, but I think I'm gonna kind of get into this one, and it'll be interesting to see how many series of this they do.
Yeah, true. I hope they just do what as a story rather than like, it's such a big success. Add another 20 series because I like it. Like, there's plenty of other stuff.
But the thing was, I was a little bit again, like what you said, you refer it to the proper one, like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I looked at Galadriel and I thought to myself, like, would you like this in the first one though? Like, you was a bit more humble. Like, you was just there talking about, no, Frodo, you're the person who's got to take the ring, blah, blah. And there was a bit where you tried to take the ring for yourself.
Yeah.
And then in the end, you had to then get on the boat to go home.
Yeah.
But like here, you was getting home, you jumped off the boat into the water. Then you got
she's on a revenge thing, innit? They killed her brother, innit? So it's like she's just angry, innit? Like, so
fully
which makes sense. Yeah.
Fully on revenge.
Yeah. Well, after how many thousands of years, you probably have to calm down now, isn't it?
So I'm saying that you can't be that angry still, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so that comes out, and that will be out. The second episode is coming out on Friday.
Yeah.
The 9th. All right. Lastly, Richard, in my words only, I would say, all right, top 5. Okay, Rich, top 5.
Look,
in my eyes, top 5 in my eyes. All right. And that includes EastEnders. All right. The Capture. We had episode 2 and episode 3. Sorry, episode 3 and episode 4. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
Do you know what? It was big, though. It was big. I'm not gonna lie. Look, episode 3 just left me so bamboozled. I was like, what is anything even real? What is going on? Honestly, I just felt like, what is going on? And there was so much stuff happening in that episode. I was just like, no, I'm baffed. Different, the way they sabotage his whole life is different levels, you know.
Yeah.
Different levels. I'm just because I watched both of them together.
That's fine. You can
So-
go back and forth.
They
Yeah,
feel
so-
merged, innit? They feel
Yeah.
merged. Yeah.
Yeah, so the airport, when they were following the guy from China,
Yeah.
was that episode 4? Was that episode 3? And they lost him.
I think it was.
Episode 3, okay.
Yeah.
Even that part, I was just like, so this is the thing. I honestly, if this happening in real life right now in this government world, honestly, what world do we live in? Because
We're finished.
yeah, we're totally finished. And, you know, it's just like they were following him. I thought, okay, cool. They're following him to the airport. What are these cameras doing? The technology that these people have there, the facial recognition,
Unbelievable.
it's the next level.
Bro, and the worst thing is, this time, last time it was just about what you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This time it's what you can hear.
Yeah.
And that makes it even worse because sometimes seeing is believing.
Mm.
But you're saying, okay, are you following them? She's going, yeah, we're following them. Have you still got eyes on them? Yeah, we've parked up. You believe everything you see and you can hear. But she's actually in her car saying, he's turned right on this road. He's turned left on that road. But know what? That she probably getting someone feedback saying, yeah. But she thinks she's talking to you, but she ain't talking to no one.
Yeah, it's deep. I'm not gonna lie, it's so deep. I was left. Episode 3 really, even episode 4 is like, both of the episodes just left me kind of. Episode 3, I thought, okay, cool, straight sabotage, destroying his whole life.
No, but sabotage, yeah. But also, you got to remember when they did that, when they were doing the whole thing with Yang and the fake following him,
Yeah.
they were really just going to kill the DCI.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then you got to remember, like Patrick, he thought he was sick, Put a little phone there. He knows he's going,
Yeah.
Like he knows his time has come. He's kind of made peace with that. He's put the phone there to record.
They haven't even found the phone yet.
They did.
They did, yeah.
No, did they?
Bro,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say. It was the way he did it, you thought like, okay, cool. When she comes, she's gonna see her brethren dead, but she's gonna see the phone. She's gonna be like, okay, look, even in his last moments, he did what he's supposed to. Bro, the people who killed him saw the phone, took the phone.
Oh no, they took the phone.
Yeah, when they was in the van, they deleted the whole video, bro.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, why did it?
I was
No,
like,
it's
because
deep.
in my head, I was like, why can't pick up the phone? Looks, like I'm start talking to TV, innit? Like, turn around, get the phone. Come on, you can do this. Get the phone.
Yeah.
Phone's gone, man's deleted video, all sorts.
Thank God for that CCTV which captured one of the villains.
Face.
Yeah.
For the villain's
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, that the masking technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is deep. But I think these 2 episodes I think it's just to show, what's the character's name that they're trying to sabotage?
Isaac.
Isaac. I think that they showed him what they can do.
Yeah.
But
Because
at the end of episode 4,
Yeah.
remember when when the buzzer goes
Yeah.
and he goes,
and it's himself.
Yes.
Oh my
And they remember,
God.
and that's what I'm saying. Do you not remember at the beginning, where Wang says, I don't know which one I'm supposed to believe. Sometimes it seems like you're 2 different people.
Yeah.
Like he was almost foreshadowing that there's going to be 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah. But do you know what? Because what I think they're doing is just showing him the power of the technology and what they can do to his life just like that. And they've come into now, obviously, you see at the end where the buzzer goes and it's himself looking at himself.
Mm.
But remember, his numbers are going up. So it's not even like they're trying to ruin him.
No,
It's almost like they're trying to gear him up to take over.
No, but the thing is, I think it was just to show him the power of the technology that they have. We can destroy you by saying all of this, by making a woman coming out saying she's having your child, by you saying we back, or we back China or the face record. I think that they're showing him what we can do to destroy your life.
But what he's now realizing is when he speaks reckless and he's moving like Boris, yeah, his numbers go up, bro. This is why I'm saying this country sometimes is tapped, bro.
No.
Yeah, you could be a madman and we'll vote for you, bro.
No, it's true.
Also, just on that slight one, the new Boris program's coming out soon. I don't know if you heard about it. There's like one series where they're playing Boris. Like it's a series like documenting Boris's last couple of months or something, not something like that.
Bro.
But it looks good.
No, God.
It does look good.
I don't want to know about that.
But now, do you think they're going to take down correction? Do you think, like, for example, you know the two police officers that she was trying to take down originally?
Yeah.
I almost feel like they don't know what's going on.
No, I don't think they do anymore. I think it's, to be fair, I think it's too deep. I think it's too deep for my brain to even comprehend.
Because they're saying now it's the Russians.
Yeah. Because I wonder, you know, like Frank Napier, what's his name, Ron Perlman's character.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how, because he's obviously watching Rachel's apartment as well. So, but obviously he's got cancer now. They're having to do different now. So it's mad. Man.
And then you imagine she no one told her the house got burgled. In that house, she'd put like a little chip or something in the back of the picture.
Yeah.
Gone.
And see how shook she is because she's like, they know it's there.
Yeah.
It is interesting. To be fair, I can't wait for the next 2 episodes. And is that it? Is that the end?
I believe it's the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
I think it is deep. The show is deep.
And it comes out. Obviously, it comes out on TV on Sunday and Monday. I just watched them on Sunday. That's when iPlayer watched the first one. They watched the next one. I just was like, no, let's just do this, bro. Again, as I'm saying, like you got this, you got power. It's just too much.
Yeah, TV is good. TV is good this time around.
It is. It's definitely good. And also, like he's celebrating the paternity test. Did he even do the paternity test?
No.
Yes.
No, but that's the thing.
I have a feeling that he actually that child might be his, you know.
Yeah, because
he's like, you sure it come back negative? Yeah, like just making sure.
Remember, he didn't do it. I don't think he did it.
No, he didn't do it, but yeah, somehow they wanted the nation to know that you're not the fuck. Like, this is all a scandal, but he's probably thinking, because he weren't going to do it anyway, weren't he?
Yeah, no,
like, actually, I'm not going to do it because actually, this is, I reckon it's his child. Like,
it probably is. It probably is his child.
He probably isn't as squeaky clean as he thinks he is, or as he thinks he is. But yeah, because he was acting too like, no, are you sure? Are you sure? Because if it wasn't his, like, we wouldn't be worried about that, innit?
And I think he thinks they're trying to take him down, innit? So she's like, why would you say it's not mine if you're trying to take me down?
No, but this is where they're trying to bring him back up to show we can take you down.
We can see it, but I'm saying him as a person, he's thinking like, I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
I do love his performance in this though. He's proper like he's given his all, man. Like even when he was pursuing the van, and it's like I'm on pursuit. Charlie Oscar Foxtrot number 1.
He was trying his best.
Pulls him over, you know.
Yeah.
You know how fast you were driving. He's thinking, no, I'm an MP, bro. Like it was like no.
But you know what? I can't. I know obviously she's not supposed to know. But his wife is annoying me so much.
What are you talking about? What's she annoying you?
Because all he has to say is like, look, there's some things that are going on here, classified government,
that you can't know about right now. Yeah,
that you can't know about. But it's just like she's so like come on, he's an MP. Like there's scandals going on, and you don't even have to know about course correction to know that someone can Photoshop your hand on a picture. A celebrity, you know what I mean? So not a celebrity, but.
She's moving mad.
Why
won't you tell me? Why won't you tell me? Woman.
Oh, you were smiling at the funeral. Like you were smiling, you look happy. Like I can't lie though,
but to be fair, she has to react in a particular way because it's going around that's his child, and it's like, come on, do you know what I mean?
I can't lie though, man. When they were walking around that house, I'm like, I want you to walk around the whole house because that house is serious. Like their house. It's like, you know, you're thinking, wait, like. The room's there, kitchen's there. This is there, like, no.
And then now you got the sister doing a podcast.
Oh yeah.
And the sister, sister doing a podcast about Sean.
Yeah.
And Sean, do you remember who Sean is?
Yeah. He was the
Sean was the soldier.
Yeah.
Do you remember the soldier?
Oh,
yeah.
So he's doing a podcast about the soldier.
Oh, see.
So I don't know. Will the sister start talking about correction? I don't know. That means I don't know. So much.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Let's try and find our sister's podcast and have a listen.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got it's 2 more episodes. So let's see. All right. Is there anything else that anyone's been watching?
No, just coming back onto Tom Hanks. Honestly, I don't know if you guys have had time to watch Elvis.
No,
I've seen it, but I mean, I've seen it on Sky, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, no, it's mad. Just watch it. Just watch it. It's all about Elvis Presley's life and how he was influenced by music and growing up, and it's fantastic. Great. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I slept through it and I woke up again and rewind.
There's a reason I didn't watch it in the cinema, boy.
Yeah.
No, but no, it's a big film. Definitely worth watching. And there's a show on Netflix with Rio Ferdinand. I think it came from South or over the river. Something like that, yeah.
It's about all the footballers that come from
South London. So they have Sancho, Antonio, Tammy Abraham, Reece Nelson. So all those sort of players that originally come from South London.
And they come from the same area. They come from a similar area, innit?
Correct, yeah. So they just made it into professional football. And it's explained how tough it was growing up. And they talk about football and they show kids who are currently in the process of potentially going into particular first teams, or, you know, how dependent the family are on them and making it and stuff like that. So at the moment, there's a lot of kids football programs on TV at the moment.
There's also an Arsenal documentary from Hayland. It's come out on the Arsenal website today.
Oh, I need to watch that. I did want to watch that big.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I swear I got the email saying it's coming out.
Oh, I've been watching that.
Merv?
No, nothing really.
All right. Last week I told you about Mo, the program on Netflix, about the Palestinian refugee.
Oh, is it the comedy one?
Yeah, it's good.
Good. No, it's on my favorite. It's on my favorite.
It's good. It's like 8 episodes, but I just watched them straight. It's good, man.
Okay.
All right.
Big.
No worries, bro. And the last one, I watched 3,000 Years of Longing at cinema.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's mad because Idris Elba is obviously a djinn and he's playing alongside Tilda Swinton, and Idris looks absolutely humongous. If you're into Idris Elba, like as in physically, like, oh my God, he does it for you, go and watch it. He's got his top off for most of the episode, most of the film. Like he's looking, do you know what I mean, pause, he's looking a bit buffed out. So yeah, nice. It's a decent show. I then got tricked. Well, not tricked. I almost watched what did I say the film was called? It was Scream Unseen, but it was oh shit, I can't remember what the film was called yesterday. Good, that means I wasn't supposed to watch it. It's a Finnish horror film. It's coming out. Hatching. Yeah, if you lot like that stuff, you can watch it. It's not actually scary, but I walked out the cinema anyway. Yeah, when you have an unlimited pass, you can do these things. All right, guys. Time's pushing on. It's episode 157. Kel, you didn't make it. Like you ever were gonna make it. Man, them.
Big up.
Listeners, followers, likes, comment, subscribe, like our video, share our video about Boris Johnson leaving with the EastEnders music in the background. All right. Peace.
Peace. One love.
Peace.